Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I started speaking and then realized I forgot to unmute my mic. Hello, hello, hello. We dumped. Would you look at that? Let's see. Sorry about this, guys. Let me figure. I just want to get the right playlist going. We're on all tracks. Okay, let's go ahead and switch over. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. All right, pop up chat. Where's chat? Where's chat? There it is. Oh, okay, I lost you guys. Okay, let's see. You mate, yo. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Prathish, yo, hit the like button. Thank you so much, my friend. How you doing? Alan Clark, good to see you. How's everyone doing today? Happy Tuesday. Sure enough, guys, of course, after we streamed last week, we actually ended up getting the dump that, at least the beginning of a possible larger move to the downside. So if you guys remember last stream, I remember I talked about this setup here, and I did end up taking profit on the long setup that we had back over here. The only reason why I did that is because I was on the fence, and what pushed me over is the kind of stagnation and the draw on the actual pullback itself. To me, it just didn't seem like a larger pullback, and maybe it could be. It's gonna be a very ugly one. This could be an A to a B to a C, and technically that's all we really need. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but to be honest, I was on the fence about it, and I was kind of fighting. This is something that I do have to kind of get better at doing, is I second guess myself when it comes to certain things and certain ideas or certain ways I want to approach taking profit or entering. It's not necessarily entering trades, it's more about taking profit and where to take profit. But if you guys aren't aware, all right, we had this set up here, and I'll let you guys know in the I'm pretty sure I shared this in the Discord. Did I not share this in the Discord? I did share this in the Discord. I was out not on my computer. Yes, that's what it was. For some reason, I was just being dumb. So I apologize about that. So yeah, basically we waited for this setup to complete, and once we got the I guess the cross below, I basically took that trade off the table and basically took a continuation setup, and from there I was just like, all right, if this goes, we let it run. But I wasn't too confident in it, but I still took my normal position size, 3% stop, 3% risk. I was just targeting a lot higher, but we ended up not getting that. And on the larger term perspective, okay, I've been holding this short for the entirety of this sideways price action. If you go on the larger perspective, larger time frame, 8 hour, 4 hour, depending on your monitor, it really depends. But if you look at things from a macro perspective, hold on, I already want to switch songs. Let's try that one. So if you guys don't know, all right, on a larger perspective, we have this A to a B to a C, and all we're looking for is basically for price to maintain below this pivot. If it can maintain below this pivot, there's a higher probability to the downside. And if we want to go over the larger picture, we absolutely can. If we go to, let me turn this up a little bit. Let's see. Oh, did I say Sunday? What did I say? Did I say Sunday or Tuesday? I just realized I said the wrong day, wasn't it? We didn't wick below on spot markets though. How will it affect ABC? What do you mean? What, a wick below like this support you meant? I'll take a look at that. Guys, let me know what I said in chat. Did I say Tuesday or Sunday? Curious. Sky Knight, how you doing, my friend? How's the Forex going? We'll talk about that. I did take a trade last night. I did take a loss. I am currently possibly waiting on positions. So I'm just waiting to see if it'll actually play out. I said Tuesday. Okay, it is Monday. All right, it is Monday. My apologies. Alif, good to see you, my friend. How you doing? No, I'm just a dumb American. All right, I don't know my time zones, or I don't know my time and days. Sometimes I don't know where I am. No, I'm kidding. We're not there yet. Maybe when we're older, but we're not there yet. So for the larger perspective, or if you guys don't know, there's a couple different ideas or possibilities of what could be going on. This larger downtrend, and usually I like to start from the top of a bull market, beginning of a possible bear market, work our way down or work our way into the possibilities. From there, we have an A, we're working on a larger B that we possibly finished, and worst case scenario for the bears, we need to go ahead and put in a lower low to complete this larger ABC setup. This is my most bearish idea. Now, what I mean by most bearish, I'm not looking for 10 or sub 10K like some people out there are saying. All I need is a lower low beyond the previous low around 15,400, and that's all good. And yep, no, I can't speak today. I don't know what day it is. I can't speak. I'm just a mess. But yeah, that's all we need to complete this potential larger reversal pattern. And if we do get a quick wick below, or even if we get a couple candles below, sustain for a little while and then eventually come back up, reclaim that region, possibly retest and then go, that's going to be a perfect reversal setup for me. So for me, that's the ideal bearish case scenario. For the worst case scenario, I would say, I mean, since we're in shorts, technically that's the best case scenario for shorts, but there's a couple different ways it can play out, especially once we get below 15.4, but I'm not too worried about that. I guess the more medium-term bearish, longer-term bullish idea is that we do have a possibility that we have bottomed off of this ABC. All right, and that's it. And now we're working on some sort of larger A to a larger B, maybe come back down, test, 20K, and then continue for a C wave. There's another idea that I could possibly mention, but I don't like it as much. I'll go over that in a second. But this dump is probably just gonna be a pullback to test larger areas of support, which we're gonna talk about here shortly, and look to see where price can bounce off of and where the B wave can end. Like I said, I'm not really too worried about where it's gonna go, but overall, I'm looking to see how price responds and how it develops over time. And from there, we can get a better idea, a better perspective of what the future outlook on BTC looks like. Let's see. It didn't break below 25K. Is there a particular exchange? Yeah. What's the exchange you meant? Did it not break the lows off of? Oh, you know what? Never mind. Answer my own question. Okay. Very important. I definitely will keep an eye on that. To me, it doesn't really have an effect, but we'll go ahead and talk about that. I guess I'll give you guys the possible, maybe. See, I'm not the biggest fan of this though, but this could be a possibility to where maybe this is part of a larger A. We're gonna get a slightly larger B, and then maybe one more test to the high. And then maybe this can be part of the larger A to a B to a C. Or sorry, that could be the end of the B wave, and then we can go ahead and test lower. I am not the biggest fan of that whatsoever. But if we are going to get that, it's going to take a little while to develop. So we'll have to just wait and see. Ideally, I think this is part of a larger structure. Maybe we're going down to an A. We're going to put up a larger B wave, maybe extend lower, something like that. That would be the ideal scenario of what I would like to see BTC do. But I'm not really too worried about the other ideas at the moment. Every spot market for Coinbase, for example, I think when it comes to the ABC setups themselves, it is important. But I think when it comes to testing areas of support, I don't think it's as significant. Me personally, I probably would prioritize the Coinbase chart. Overall, I think the spot markets have a lot more volume. That's just me. But if you want to use Bybit or any other leverage exchange chart, that's fine. Just make sure one isn't, extremely off compared to the others. If one has a very strong wick to 20K and everything else stops at 25, that's not really the best chart to trust. So I would say try to stick to the BTC. I just do it just to make it easier, just because I'm just so used to just trading on Bybit's chart or looking at Bybit's chart. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's look at the support levels below. Actually, let's just pull a BTC on the Coinbase chart. I think it's a little bit more smoother. So support's below. All right, so on most spot exchanges, we did not break this, or we did not test this previous support, all right, at around 24,750. That's going to be a crucial pivot to go ahead and test. From there, if we can hold, I mean, you guys can go ahead and maybe possibly count this as a possible area of support around 23.9 around this wick, but I really don't like that as a very strong support. So if 24,750 breaks, I honestly don't see why we can't go down to 19.5. And if 19.5 doesn't hold, we got to take it to the next step. What's the next step? 16,285. And then from there, ultimately, you know, I'm going to say probably we're going to go ahead and test the low. That's probably a more confident answer, but I think 19.5 is probably the most crucial pivot of support that we need to go ahead and test. If we cannot get past this, or if we cannot hold above this, we're definitely testing for. Oh, Mick Polak, thank you so much for subscribing, my friend. If you're here watching today's stream, say hello in chat. We'd love to meet you. But I really do appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys for showing support. Spot market will show bullish market structure. Yeah, I'm not too convinced. I'm not too worried, because that the ABC is relevant on all exchanges. You know, you can't miss it. To me, there's a lot more bearish pressure, in my opinion. More Christmas music. Come on. All right. Let's see. Let's do ETH. That's pretty much it. I really am not expecting too much upside. All right, so my music's way too loud on my end. There we go. So for ETH, you guys know we're shorting off of this ABC at around 2030. All right, I am still holding that short. I've been holding that short for what was it, since April, May, June, July, August. I've literally been holding this trade for. We just passed the 5-month mark. So for 5 months, this is a free trade. I looked at the trade yesterday on Bybit, and I'm at like $30 realized profit just from funding. So this is just a free trade. So if I get stopped out, oh well. I'm not too eager to take profit on it just yet, even though there is a bullish structure, which I have noticed. Okay, and I did actually take a hedge long. Now I'm taking this hedge long just in case that we're not as bearish as maybe I think we're going to be. I have a really hard time believing that's the case, but I could absolutely be wrong. What is more important is not necessarily trying to understand where the market's going to go. It's taking the opportunities as they come up, right? Regardless if you're right or not, because at the end of the day, we truly don't know what the market's going to do. We could be sitting here as bearish, as we can be. Price can find support and just keep going. And if we ignore the possible other side of the argument, or the other side of the TA, or at least the other side of our analysis, and don't give both sides a chance, you're basically gonna be left behind. That's one of the most important things I've learned over the course of doing this for multiple years, is to not be glued to one bias. Always give both sides of any possible trade setup, or any possible thoughts in the market. You know, always think of the other side. If you're bearish, is there any bullish case scenarios? If you're bullish, is there any bearish case scenarios? And can you play into those just in case that you are wrong? It's not only a hedge against your trades, but it also could be a hedge against your bias. So I think it's very important to understand both sides of, or each perspective of what could happen, and take the trades as they come. And this is a perfect example. Even though we are bearish overall, especially on ETH, this is a humongous bearish structure. I cannot deny that. But I also can't deny that we're on an 8-hour, and just as clear, it's not just as clear, but even though this is clear as day, you can make the case that this bullish structure is pretty pronounced itself. So for me, 1630 is the entry. I'm taking this trade. I am still holding it. Same thing, 3% stop, 3% risk, and I'm just gonna let this run. All right, I'm looking for probably, I mean, worst case scenario, 3,500. That's going to be more the bullish case scenario, but who knows? Who knows? Mick, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, man. If you have any questions about if you're new to ABCs and how I trade, please feel free to ask any questions. If you want me to look at something, please let me know. You guys are always welcome to ask for any coins. If you guys have any questions about trading in general, this doesn't be just ABCs and how I trade, please let me know. I would love to help you out as much as I can. Let's see. I want to see this dump continue. Hate when it goes sideways after some volatility. Yeah, but it takes time. You know, remember when look what happened here. All right, we got an initial dump. We consolidated for what, almost another month, and then we got a nice continuation. I don't think it's gonna take that long, but just an example, like, you guys got to understand that these larger moves to the downside do take some time, but I think they are generally quicker than the upside price action. So Johnny, I'm thinking of changing up my take profits to levels of support or resistance. Waiting for the continuation setup doesn't seem to make bank. Well, make bank or make enough profit for you to be satisfied with. Because yes, I'm not gonna lie. You know, this continuation setup to this wasn't the best. You know, I only secured like maybe like a 3R, 3.5R. And it does happen sometimes. You could use support and resistance. I would say my advice, if you are going to do that, is don't settle for the nearest area of support or resistance. Try to give yourself some room. My biggest issue when it comes to that is that a lot of people, what they're gonna tend to do is, for example, let's say with this short setup here. All right, I'm not saying you're gonna do this, Alif, but this is what most people do. They'll short this ABC. All right, what they'll do is you'll see price form a bearish setup or an area of support, and they'll be like, okay, that's it. We're gonna take it off the table. Once you come back down and retest this support, that's it. Or what they'll do is, I'm not saying that this is gonna happen, but let's say you take support off, or you take this trade or take profit off this trade around 24K. What if we get some sort of situation to where maybe we come back down, test, maybe break through a little bit, come up for a B, and then continue much lower for a C. All right. Let's say we actually do come down and test 19.5. Now, you aren't going to be missing that much in risk to reward. Actually, it's going to be double the risk to reward that you're going to be missing out on. But what if there's no situation to where you actually get some sort of continuation set up here? What if you can't take that re-entry? What's going to happen is, like I said, I'm not trying to say you're going to do this, Alif, but this is what most people tend to do, is that they'll see that their position is off the table and the market continues in their favor. And what ends up happening is people get anxious, people start getting FOMO, and next thing you know, people are going to start chasing. When you start chasing, especially when it's not based off of the strategy that you use, you're going to lose. Let's see. Steve. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see. So do you have a BTC horoscope yet? Probably more dependable than this BS technical analysis. Well, Steve, my friend, I don't need a horoscope. Because you know why? Because I've called way better moves than any horoscope could. As much as you want to say TA is BS, I would agree. The majority of TA is a bunch of BS. You know, a lot of people use SMAs, EMAs, LA wave counts and all this stuff. I would tend to agree, and I think you're absolutely right. Majority of TA is garbage, but this to overall throw up a blanket statement like that, I think it's a little bit naive. I'm not going to sit here and say you're dumb, you're stupid for thinking that statement. I just think I've been on that side. I understand where you're coming from. It's just not true, my friend. It's just not true. Oof. I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here. If you want to, if you guys want to make these statements, you absolutely can. But I'm gonna ask you, is there something better? Or, how are you doing when it comes to that? And if you can defend that, nothing wrong with that. I literally have nothing against what anyone does. What I have a problem with is when you try to downplay other strategies, or when someone tries to overhype something or try to say that they're the best. That's a big problem I have with the Elliott Wave community. A big problem what I have with the ICT community is that they tend to think that what they teach or what is shown is the only way to trade and is this gospel. To me, you can trade any way you want. Eventually what's going to happen is either you're going to quit when you realize things don't work out, or you're going to find a strategy like how I use my ABCs or how I trade ABCs, and you might be able to make a little bit out of something. So that's all I'm going to say. There's nothing wrong with having a certain viewpoint on trading. I don't take anything personally, but I've been around the block enough to know what's good and what isn't. So I'm curious. Let's see. Yo, man, can you check Tesla for a second and tell me something about that? Absolutely. Tesla. Let's see. Okay. Look at this. Beautiful. All right, so I'm not going to go, unless you want me to go a little more into it, I'm not going to give you too much. The only thing I will say, if Tesla gets below 218, not good. If it can get below and stay below, that I honestly think there's a lot more room to the downside. But you can see there's a slight bounce off this resistance, turning into support. So there's a good chance, I'm not saying it's a certainty, but there's a chance that this can definitely turn into an area of support. We can continue higher. Now, if we continue to sustain above 218, I personally think that price can absolutely make its way towards certain areas of resistance. The next stop, if we continue up, is 313. You gotta take it one level at a time. After 313, 385. That's the best way for me to go ahead and kind of point you in the right direction. Johnny, I'm doing real bad right now, daddy. Little daddy. Can you let me pull about $5 to $10 to get me a meal at Jack in the Box? Justin, I'm sorry if you're actually like, if you need something, I'm sorry, I'm not the guy. I'm not for 5 to 10. If I were to send you crypto, I'm gonna have to send you $15 to $20 just for you to get to that $10. I'm sorry, man. You can find a way to get $5 to $10. If you're here on YouTube, I think you can find a way to get some money for Jack in the Box. Thank you, bro. I'm sorry, man. I can't give you $5 to $10, but I can give you some motivation. And plus, Jack in the Box isn't good for you, my friend. When's the last, unless you haven't been eating for like 2 months, Jack in the Box is not good. Fasting is actually good for you. Don't give in to the cravings. Can you take a look at Matic? Bullish ABC forming. Absolutely, Marty. Absolutely. Where's Matic? Matic. Okay. You're absolutely right, Marty. So what I would do, this entire downtrend looks like one A to a B to a C. So what I would do in this case scenario, if you're looking to take this trade, wait for price to get back below. If we can sustain, or if we can get back above and sustain above, well, I would take the trade once you get back above. We can get some sort of retest. Something like, I don't know. I'm just drawing lines at this point. But I would definitely take that trade if you're considering possibly a bullish side. I'm not saying I don't know where the market's going to go, but what I can say, if this market is going to be bullish, there's a good way to, or that's definitely a good opportunity to go ahead and take advantage of. Let's see. Clearly, you didn't see the 10 yellow X's that printed below this dump, obviously. Let's see. Found consistent profits with this strategy. Trevor, oof. Let's see. This happened to me a lot before. Miss a trade and get FOMO. Enter the trade for it to reverse and stop me out. Stick to the plan. Exactly, Sky Knight. So make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, so let's see. NW. On this dump just now, is this an ABC forming with the C down, still lower time frame? Got into each short at 1682. Wondering if it's too close. Let's take a look. Based off what you're telling me, I think you're a little bit too late. But let me just check something quick. All right, we're almost got a break. 1682. Unfortunately, my friend, I do not see what you're talking about. The only thing I can possibly say, if you're looking at a somewhat smaller time frame, is maybe this. But if you're saying 1682, I don't see an entry there, my friend, unfortunately. My only advice, not financial advice, but my only advice I would say is you got to zoom out, man. You got to zoom out. All right. I think that's way too small of a time frame to be on. Because what's going to happen is price can move erratically again. You can get stopped out. It's just going to turn into a disaster. What I would do if you're looking to get into a short, unfortunately, it might be too late as of now. But if you go to a 1 to 2 hour time frame, allow the market to build an opportunity for you to go ahead and get into another short. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to form. But if we can get something like this, absolutely go ahead and take that. But we're just not there yet. Let's see, Silva. Hey, Johnny, would you mind to show how you set up the candle colors, please? Absolutely, my friend. Can absolutely do that for you. So now I use regular candles. All right, you can use Heiken Shi, but me personally, I just use regular candles. What you're going to do next is you're going to right click anywhere in your chart. Right, this menu is going to pop up. You're going to go to settings. All right, once you go to settings, I believe it's symbol. Yep, go to symbol. All right, and then what you're going to do is I'll show you the colors. Go to each one of these. All right, is there like a code for these? There is no code. I thought there was a code, but pretty much you want to use not the exact white, but I use one shade darker on each of these. All right, and then the gray is going to be the fourth spot in from the right, and that's it. And then I just hit and make sure you hit apply to all and hit OK, and that's it. Where it says solid, change the gradient. Let me see. See, I like the all black. Did I really do anything? I think it makes a little bit of a difference. But Silva, let me know if that helps. Let's see, Supreme Cat. Hey man, can you look at XLM USDT Bybit? Absolutely, my friend, absolutely. All right, so XLM. All right, this is almost in a similar situation as XRP. Change this. All right, so for this, I would say A to a B to a C. And then that's the bearish case scenario. I personally would not be shorting from here, but just keep that in mind. All right. The next thing I'm going to say is if you go to a little bit more of a zoomed in perspective, like a 2 hour, I can do a 1 hour for this. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're talking about. There is a good bullish scenario here. You could take that if you want. Yeah, you know what? I would say this is probably the preferred move. I would say this is the preferred move. So what I would do is be aware you might get caught up in some chop, Supreme Cat, but give yourself like a 5 to 6% stop. All right, and just aim for higher. That's a good long position, but just be aware that I know we talked to the DMs recently. When it comes to positions like these, you just gotta hold them. You gotta hold them. Because to me, these are significant points of possible reversal. Right? We're not trying to time exactly where the market's gonna reverse. We're trying to see where it can reverse. Sorry guys, I have a possible trade on Forex I'm looking to try to take. But yeah, that's what I would do. You have the possibility of this position, but the only thing I'm gonna say is that you can take that, but just understand that you're below a bearish pivot, so there's a chance that price can continue to the downside. So that's the only thing that'd be a little bit cautious of. Besides that, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. All right, hold on. I'm gonna turn on my AC. It's a little toasty in here. Sorry, toasty. It's cold. All right. Thanks. No problem, my friend. No problem. All right. I think I got all the Bitcoin TA out of the way. Does everybody so you guys want to talk about some Forex stuff or no? So I took a trade this morning at the London session and I ended up getting stopped out. So I took this trade and I ended up entering off of this candle. All right, stop below the low. A 2 risk reward ratio. So I took that, ended up being a loss. And then there's I'm not sure if I'm going to trade this, but I'm going to try it with like a half risk or lower risk to see if it plays out. Because technically right now we're in a scenario to where we need to see the market take out or basically take out an area of liquidity. In this case, it would be an ABC. That's one of the reasons why I actually like the strategy a lot. Is that technically this is an ABC. And all you're looking for, instead of taking the entry at the pivot, we do things a little bit differently. Looking for a candle body close off of a break of structure, which basically helps confirm a possible downtrend or at least a possible reversal. Basically, all I'm doing, I'm just waiting for the market to basically take out the highs. Once it takes out the high, if it does, then I'm going to go ahead and possibly take a trade. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold it for that long, but I'm gonna attempt it with like half risk to see if I can do something with it. I'll show you guys the account. I believe I'm at break even. Okay, yeah, I'm like, after fees and everything, I'm like down $10. So we were sitting at 600. I ended up taking a loss on forgot exactly what it was. It was today, and I took another loss on Friday. Yeah, on Friday I took another loss. So, not doing good so far, but I've been back testing this. I've been looking at other people's testing when it comes to this strategy. I do like this so far. He's got to be consistent. If you guys are curious, I'm looking on, like, I think the camera's over here. If you guys are curious, there is someone out there who is on Twitter who takes a lot of time to back test these strategies. And he actually did a Google spreadsheet of this strategy and basically show the positions that he took, some notes that he took on there. And the results are pretty interesting. So trading both. So basically, you can track each. You guys can't see it because where I'm at. But if you guys, I'll drop a link to this if you guys are interested. From there, it gives you the rules. It tells you basically how many trades you took, win rate, how much you would have made, depending on, you know, what size account did you have. And from there, yeah, it's who I forgot the guy's name, but shout out to whoever did this. He also provides links for the trades. Fantastic setups. He put a lot of time into back testing this. So, you know what? Let me find him now before. If you guys are interested, I'll drop the link into this. If you guys are interested in the forex strategy that I'm trying, but where is it? X. It's so weird calling Twitter X now. His name's Joel Carpenter on Twitter. Fortunately, I don't have Twitter on my computer. But yeah, if you guys are interested, I'll drop the link to that if you guys want to check out the back testing results. He's also providing live updates for it. So, like for today's, you can see August. Oh wait, what? Strongest pair? Yeah, strongest pair. You can see he tracked today's. Why can't I speak? He tracked today's trade as a loss. I don't know why New York. Yeah, that was the loss we took. That was the win. That was the first trade I took. Okay. This makes sense now. Joel Carpenter. Here, you know what? I'll copy his Twitter handle here. Hold on, let me find him. Why can't I copy? Can I share this? How do I share? The fuck? Oh, here we go. Share. Copy link. Go to here. All right. So if I'll link his Twitter, and I'll also, if you guys are interested, I'll link. Where is my chat? That's his Twitter. It's in the chat description. The chat. Wow, I can't fucking speak. And then I'll drop. I'll drop the chart link if you guys are interested in checking that out. But pretty good so far. No problem, my friend. No problem. All right, so let's see. All right, is anybody else? Let's see. How's KDA doing? Come on, get down to 30 cents. 30 cents is that golden number for me. Soul's still doing good. I need to change the song. Actually, no, it was actually just about to get good. Okay, never mind. Yep. I changed it at the wrong time. It was about to drop, and then I just go ahead and change the song. Let's see. Soul, ADA. Nothing really too significant, guys. I think we just wait for the downtrend to continue. Hopefully it continues. I really don't see anything else. Let's take a look at the DXY. I looked at the DXY recently. And look, what did I say, guys? What did I say? All right, as long as we got below, came back above, we even came back down and retest, and now we're still continuing the upside. So, if anything, maybe for the DXY, we could be looking at something like this, an A, maybe a retest higher for a B, lower. That would be nice. Or maybe we're gonna be a little bit more bullish on the actual DXY itself. You can make a claim that maybe we're doing something like this: a larger A to a larger B to a larger C. That would be good for the shorts, but it really depends. I'm not too focused on trying to look ahead of the DXY. I'm just looking to see how it responds and see if we can get a better idea of what price can do. Let's see. Let's do the S&P. Have a look at the S&P. All right, same thing. S&P came back down. Looks like a retest of that area of support. So right now we have a possible good resistance to support flip. If this holds, we're probably going to look to test a little bit higher, but we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, check BNB. Oh, sorry about that, Alif. Nope, you're right. I'm sorry. You did say that. My bad, my bad. Oh, okay. Let's get a clean slate on. Okay, so BNB does have a bullish setup. All right, but if anything, it looks like this really looks like it wants to come down lower. I want to see it come back down and test 184. That's gonna be my most confident play for BNB if we do actually get that. Let's see. BNB short 257, hedging long. Where'd you go in at 257? Oh, I see. Okay, that was a good trade. That's a good trade. I see exactly where you took the trade off of. Fantastic setup. And then what are you looking to hedge at? 218, which is probably this one. Okay, I think it depends on your exchange. I would say 220 is probably, it would probably be your hedge bet. But yeah, I would. Oh, let's looking at this one. There's still 220. That would probably be your hedge. It doesn't matter. I think it lines up at the same point anyway. Yeah, it lines at the same point. So that would be your significant point of reversal right there. So that's definitely the good entry to take. Bybit chart. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Bybit. Okay, Bybit. Is it USDT? Okay. Regardless, it's still the same. I know I know what you're talking about though. Yep. I don't think I'm gonna get this break a high or this even you know what, I feel like even if we do break this high here, I'm not gonna be able to get an entry and hold it in the next 2 hours. So it's probably just gonna be no trade day today. I'm gonna take the alerts off of this. But we'll see. Watch, I'm wrong. And I just minimize my Tradingview. Idiot. All right, let's see. 0.5% negative. I really don't see anything else. Oh, Rune shot up. Wow. It's been down 5%. Jeez. I haven't looked at that coin in a while. XRP. Wow, XRP took a lot of that trend back. BCH. All right, BCH kind of went down a little bit. Caspa short. Let's do Litecoin. I want to look at Litecoin quick. All right, Litecoin looks like it's finding support around that $64 region. That's still a great trade. And what's Caspa doing? Caspa short from where? Where are you shorting from? Let me know what your entry's at. A Caspa makes C chart on the daily. I put Casta. Oh, okay. I'm on the wrong chart. Okay, this is me being stupid. Okay. Yeah, that's good. This is going to be a longer term swing position for me. I don't know if I would do. I maybe would do 10%, maybe 10 to 15. But I would target, you know, at least that, if not more. But yeah, okay. I just chose the wrong chart. Me being silly. I want to take a nap so bad, but I can't. 6% stop got stopped out already. Okay, no, that's still some breathing room. Yeah, that's still a decent amount of breathing room. I would definitely say that's a decent stop loss. Oh, guys, for those interested in the Forex strategy, Phantom just released a part 2. So if you guys are curious about the Forex Judas model, so there's part 2. So guys, definitely go ahead and check it out if you guys are interested. Why couldn't it play?
Small, which is my pre.
Sorry. It basically goes over how to identify proper breaker structure. You could use MetaTrader. Shows you the scenarios. I'm not the biggest. So the one thing I will say is that I am not the biggest fan of scaling risk. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I would say on the funded stage, if you get to that point, I could see where he's coming from, because at the end the math does make sense. You know, if you have about a 45 to 50% win rate with about a 2 risk to reward ratio trade, you should be able to get away with a 2% risk according to Kelly Criterion. But I am not the biggest fan of scaling risks that way. I personally would just be static at around like 1.5%, maybe lower if you get, you know, if you're able to get a lot of money in funding. Not the biggest fan of, you know, I think you should scale. If you can find something that's consistent, you should be able to scale into a decent position, or at least a decent account size when it comes to funded accounts. I don't think you should go all in on anything, but if you can, you know, start small and work your way up, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not the biggest fan of this either. I would say, yes, you could technically reduce your risk as you get closer to your drawdown limit, but that's just me though. I'm just not the way. I would do this a little bit differently. But guys, so definitely go ahead and check that out. Basically, it's called the 4x Judas model. The easiest ICT strategy. So I like this. I like this a lot. Phantom's he definitely has a lot of good content on there, so definitely go check him out if you're into 4x. My water. I'm in an Atom short as well. Is it if it's from that $10 position, that is a sweet trade. That is a nice trade. And see, look, we call this short, and I don't even know when's the last time I looked at this. Shout out to Steve, man. Shout out to Steve. This is my crypto horoscope right here, called the ABC. I think that was my first like backhanded comment I've gotten on here. I think that's the first one. Yeah, from $10. That's awesome, dude. That is an awesome trade, Leaf. Fantastic. I think that's the first time someone gave me like a backhanded comment like that, and I think, well, Justin's not the first time someone asked me for money. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not. Thank God for Shazam. Oh, you're looking for the music? LOL, take that, Steve. It's all right. To be honest, I welcome that. I think it's funny when people come in and try to tell me I'm wrong, or tell me what I do doesn't work. Yeah, I love this. The artist's name is Hasten. I literally all I've been doing is playing his playlist this entire time. He's got a lot of music. So I think he's probably my favorite artist on this website so far. You can definitely find him on Spotify. But yeah. Justin's not the first person who asked me for money. And then Steve's the first one to give me a backhanded comment like that. I love it. I love it. Look at LTC. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely. Cool. Wow. I'm getting ahead of myself. I can definitely look at that. So for LTC, I'm not sure if you played that short Sky Knight, but 106. That was a fantastic trade setup. If you guys took that, good on you. Shazam gave a different name, Nira. Maybe he remixed it or something. I don't know. Yep, in LTC short right now. If you open Doge chart, you will get one dog animation. No way. Hold on, I'll do that in a second, Pratish. For LTC, I would just hold it, Sky Knight. What I would do is I would wait for the market to give you another ABC short opportunity. If you can get another ABC short opportunity, take it off the table, re-enter, and secure the profit. There's no reason to take profit right now. You only will get only once. All right, same with Tesla. Nothing happened. I opened Tesla before, nothing happened. Did I not see it? I haven't opened Doge since the last time we streamed. You'll have to delete your history and cache, I believe, if you want it to happen again. But it's on the app, though. Does it count if it's on the app? I don't know how to do that. I'm not gonna be sitting here messing with this. Unfortunately, I'll just have to miss out. Oh, web browser? Oh, maybe you have to do it on the web browser. But yeah, this is on the app. Yeah, I saw it. Yes, I got it for Tesla. Now Elon smoking weed on TradingView. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Open TradingView on web browser. It'll work. All right, let me try. It's been so long since I've logged into TradingView. Do I need to sign in? Incognito. Okay, I don't need to log in. Awesome. Oh, my eyes. Oh, who does this? That's freaking amazing. That is awesome. I love that so much. What about Doge? That's so cool. So worth it. My eyes are absolutely crying right now. My eyes are hurting. But that was worth it. That was really good. Shout out to TradingView. I love that. That was so worth it. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing me that. So worth it. All right. Does anybody have any questions? I feel like either I'm doing a really good job, or I think I've helped you guys as much as I could, but it hasn't been too many questions lately. Elon one was better. I agree. I definitely think the Elon one was better. If you guys have any questions regarding crypto, ABCs, you want to go over the Forex stuff, I can go over the Forex stuff. You guys can show you how to do that. If you guys are interested. Like I said, this is me. I'm trying this out. All right. I took some change that I had, some leftover crypto, and I bought a challenge account. All right, I'm gonna give this a shot. If this is actually something that I think has a lot of potential, I'm gonna start talking about it more, being a little bit more open about, me trading it. I think it's a good, consistent way to be a little bit more profitable. It doesn't mean it's the I don't want you guys to chase consistency. Or maybe consistency is not the right word. Frequency. That's the word. Sorry, frequency. I know our way of trading isn't the most frequent, but I think frequency and aiming for frequency is not, you shouldn't be aiming to trade every day, which is something I do like about this. Someone posted a calendar in the kids Discord group. Let me see if I can find it. What? I can't fucking find it. But basically, let's see if I can pull it up on my phone. But from what I was watching, there's only like 2 or 3 trading opportunities a week, or at least 2 or 3 trading days, which in total gives you 4 to 6 trading opportunities, which I think is enough. I can't fucking find this. All right, thanks a lot. I gotta go. Thank you so much, Supreme Cat. I do appreciate it. Can you look at OPUSDT on Binance? Absolutely, Mick. Absolutely. OPUSDT. Do you have a preferred chart? Let me know if you have a preferred chart. I usually just use Binance. Let me know if there's anything, if they want me, if you prefer a different chart. But pretty much for OP, we're at a critical, not critical, but I think we're at a good shorting position or shorting pivot. I'm not saying you should short, not financial advice, but what I usually would say is if you're in a position like this, there's a possibility that we could get a further continuation down, something like this. So we could come back down to test the low. That's the kind of the bearish option. I don't really see a good opportunity for longs at the moment. You do have this pivot here for a potential long play, but I'm not the biggest fan of that one. I just feel like you're gonna get caught up in a lot of stops in it if you try to take that long entry. So I would personally wait till, if you are gonna take longs, wait till we get down here. That's probably my best advice. Not financial advice, of course, but that's the best I can give you. So if you want to short, you can try to short now. If you want to try to, if you're looking to just buy spot, I think buying spot at $1.75 is not bad. If you're trying to trade this with leverage, I would be a little bit more cautious. Ultimately, though, if you are trying to trade this with leverage, I would say wait for this setup to form, because this looks like a really nice ABC. And then you can go ahead and play the support resistance game. There's basically 2 areas of support below that I think are significant, 76 cents and 63 cents. But that's pretty much it. I really don't have anything else for OP. Are you buying KDA at this level? Not yet. I'm ultimately waiting for, I'm still DCAing every day, not every day, every week to 2 weeks I'm buying some. But ultimately I'm waiting for I'm waiting for about 30 cents. I could have bought some at 42, but I'm ultimately I'm gonna be buying a pretty sizable bag at around if we get back down to 30 cents. Many thanks. You are the best. I tried, Mick. Thank you so much. I do try, my friend. All right, guys. So let's play some Mortal. Unless you have anything else for me. We're approaching the hour mark. To be honest, guys, I think when it comes to streaming, I think as of right now, I think Monday and Thursday it's gonna work the best for me. I don't. For me, 3 times a week, I feel like it might be too much because I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to I'm working with a new strategy. I'm trying to see if that can work for you guys. Looking to see just stuff in life that's going on at the moment. I've been taking a lot of time doing stuff outside of just streaming and trading. So it's been tough to kind of stick to a 3 day a week streaming schedule. I figured I'd take the days back versus just stopping completely. Because I'm afraid I'm going to burn myself out if I keep doing 3 days. Now I know 3 days doesn't seem like a lot, but setting up the stream, doing stuff. Usually I get like questions and stuff after that. Sometimes people DM me. If there's stuff going on in the markets, I make sure to keep up with you guys, or at least let you guys know what's going on. Doesn't happen too often, but enough to where it kind of does make a difference when it comes to other stuff I have going on in my personal life. So as of right now, I'm gonna be sticking to the 2 days a week. I promise. If things change, I'll let you guys know. But I think 2 days a week is a good middle ground. Give me some time and space for the market to develop. It gives you more time to kind of work with. It gives you time to back test and do other things. When the time is right, I'll go back to 3 days a week. But it's just not there at the moment. Did you start OnlyFans? I did not. And Pratish, that will not be happening anytime soon. Shirt is staying on. Hey bro, what about BLZ USDT? Yeah, what's BLZ? Is this right? Let me know if that's right, my friend. So what I would do if this is the right chart. I'm on a rave right now. So what I would say is probably this is your best bet. You did have a bullish position here on the macro chart, and I'm not surprised this took off like a rocket. This was a very nice bullish setup. I would not be trying to short this. At this one, maybe this one, I would just be careful. Always use good risk management. Give yourself a good amount of breathing room for these types of positions. I would say if you're going to short, I would say like 8% is a good stop loss. Try to target the low or target support if you want. To me, this looks pretty bullish, but it doesn't mean we can't go down. So I think that's a good position. But that's pretty much it for BLZ. I really don't see anything else that's significant for this coin. But no, I'm not doing OnlyFans. Kite's got me on that DoorDash train again. Rune is the only one which didn't drop during this crash. Yes, and I'm very surprised it hasn't. I am very surprised. All right, guys, let's play some. We're going to go ahead and start wrapping these up. We do so by playing Wordle. If you guys want to participate, you can. If not, no worries. What I like to do is I will pull up BTC on the smaller time frame. Make sure we don't miss anything special. Now let's play some Wordle. Donut. Raise. Okay. No, no way. No way. Alan Clark, sorry, gotta go. See you next time. No worries, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by. It's good to see you though. I mean, if it's not reach, if it's not preach, it's gotta be teach. All right. If you reach, I preach to teach. If I preach, I teach to reach. I don't know. There's so many different ways you can do that. Is there any other ones? Oh, there's beach. Beach is there too. Oh, there is no T. You're right. It's not teach, not reach. But it's got to be beach. I think you mit's right. You mit is right. You beach. You were Steve's a beach. Steve's a beach for doubting the ABCs. I think it's B. Oh, it could be leech too. Leech is another one. What do you guys think? Do we go with Steve's a beach or do we go with Justin's a leech? We go with Justin the leech or Steve the beach? Why can't I type? What the fuck? What? I can't type. Okay, no. All right, this keyboard works. Okay, test. Oh, because I forgot I already have the word typed out. I'm fucking stupid. I'm sorry, guys. So do we go with Justin the Leech or Steve the Beach? I'm gonna go with Beach first. Steve's the Beach. It's Beach. Steve is Beach Boy. Steve is Beach Boy for doubting the ABCs. Just kidding. Steve, if you're watching this, it's all jokes. We're all having fun here. You're not a beach. Justin, you're not. Oh, Justin's kind of a leech. But lay for follower. That's funny. I haven't heard that name in so long. What is? I'm not gonna see. I really don't care what he's up to. They'll probably the same old. Unless somebody unless someone starts beef with me, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want him to, but blocked him on Twitter. Good. You're not missing much. You're not missing much. All right, guys. Go ahead and call it. Turalgo was bringing his tweets. Oh no. Yeah, no. I'm good on that. Thank God I've been fortunate enough to not have to deal with that yet. But let's go ahead and say goodbye to everyone. Umit, Alan, Prathish, Chandra, Mick. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Mick, by the way. Glad to have you. Hope you learned something new. Really do appreciate you stopping by, asking good questions. I hope I gave you information. For anyone else, even if you're new or if you're, returning viewer, you guys know I'll be here. You guys can always DM me on Discord if you need help with anything or if you have any questions. Within reason. Don't ask you for money. All right, don't ask you money for Jack in the Box. But I appreciate it. My Discord is in the description below. All my information's in the description below if you do want to get in contact with me. Yash Patel, Supreme Cat, Trevor, Sky Knight. Who else? NW, Marty, Justin. Even though you asked me for money. Jovich, Steve, even though we don't agree on certain things. But I appreciate you stopping by, Steve, leaving the good comments. Who else? I think I got everyone. Yeah. A Leaf. I got you. I believe I did. Yeah, I got a Leaf. Yeah. All right, guys. Really do appreciate it. Thanks again. I will see you guys in 3 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll see you guys on Thursday. Hopefully, maybe we'll get a continuation downward. It's time for some volatility. All right, I've been, I'm sure I'm just as bored as you guys. All right, trust me. I've been waiting for stuff to happen forever. We finally got to move. I think we're ultimately starting a larger downtrend. So let's see if it continues. Let's see if Bitcoin can hold 25K as we talked about in the title. I doubt it, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, my friends. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate the support, guys, as always. Let's go ahead and do the thing. No, that's too big. Oh, mouse is stuck. All right, let's line ourselves up with the camera. Get ourselves in position here. Where's the M button? Okay, there it is. All right, let's do it. Bye-bye.